Are we live? Hi, welcome in everybody. It's the Spiritual View. Look at these beautiful people. We are here today to help you with free readings of all sorts. And also, you guys, here at the beginning, we're going to draw for the free reading. Jen, hop in there. This will be announced tonight, and
Yes.
then we will post in the community chat
Yes.
on the Spiritual View, and the handle for that is at the Spiritual View 311. Everybody, don't forget to check the community tab to see who wins. And again, we'll bring you astrology today, numerology, tarot, Akashic records, perhaps if Cerie's jumping in with her channeled messages and a lot. So, hey, coming in the comments, let us know what y'all need. Oh my goodness, we got people in there already. Hi.
Yay.
Everybody, I'm going to be quiet so you guys can say hi.
Hi, I'm Dawn with Astrology and Tarot Alchemy.
Hi guys, it's Jen with the Awakened Jen Tarot.
Hi, it's Cerie. Oh, just me.
Hi, it's Angie from Learn Love Tarot.
Hi, and I'm Wendy, also just me.
Okay, everybody, I'm going to turn it over to Dawn. She's going to bring us up to speed on the latest.
We're going to do the drawing first, I think.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Gosh, and that's part of my role.
You go ahead. We're going to pull for the reader that's going to do it, and then I'll do the rest. Okay.
Okay, I'm going to flip them, flop them all around. Oh, one flew out. One flew out of the cuckoo's nest. Dawn.
Yay,
Dawn. Yay. You guys will get an amazing reading.
See, you intuited, Elizabeth, that it was going to be her. You went right to her. That's why.
It flew out. I didn't even pick it. Peggy spelled Dawn's name wrong.
A new year.
All right, we have On Time for Tarot. That is the winner.
Yay!
Okay.
Congratulations.
Nice. Congratulations.
That's so fun, Jen. I love how you do that. Peggy's like, I know. It's okay, Peggy. I'm just picking on you.
Oh, now me. Okay, sorry. So, we've had this great energy of that releasing coming from this full moon that was in Capricorn. And I personally have been getting in the readings coming up that it's very, very important to utilize the releasing energy before we get into that, the new moon in Leo, and not let anything interfere with what we're going to be manifesting. It's almost like we have some business. It's almost like shadow work to get done before we get to that new moon energy. And we have such a powerful Lion's Gate going on this year. 8, and then 2024 adds to 8. So it's an 888. So it's a very strong and powerful Lion's Gate. So really think about what you need to clear out, and especially because we had the Capricorn and Cancer, inner child work, especially releasing those toxic patterns that you have developed from your childhood that carried on into your life. We will be having the new moon happen at 12 degrees of Leo. So 1234. So it's in the center. We also on that same day will have Mercury stations retrograde at 4 degrees of Virgo, and we'll be going back into Leo. So Leo is going to be getting some energy. If you have anything in the beginning up until 4 degrees of Virgo and then backing up, I believe it's to 21 degrees of Leo, that's your window of where Mercury is doing the retrograde at. If you have anything specifically conjunct in that area of the chart, you will be getting a life lesson with a personal planet if it happens to be there, or a IC, or one of the 4 points, the IC, DC, ascendant, and MC. right, which are on the chart. So a lot of you already know what that is. If not, just throw it as a question and we'll go ahead and answer that later if we need to. So that's the most important thing I feel like that's going on. We are going to be getting later on in August, and we can address that later. We're going to be getting a Saturn-Jupiter square. So that's going to be a very interesting time, and that's more around the 16th. So let's just concentrate on what's coming up next, which is that new moon in Leo energy. And I will say that Venus is going to be trining Chiron on July 30th. Trine, healing energy with that trine to Chiron. Chiron will be in Aries, and that makes Venus in Leo. So it's a beautiful trine energy. So I will go ahead and turn it over. So if we want to get started with doing some readings for people, we can do that.
Let's see. Let me check the chat.
Okay,
Nobody's really put their info in.
Yeah, if you want a reading, if you'll put the hashtag the spiritual view in the comments, and then be sure to include your birth chart information if you want astrology and numerology.
And guys, if we start getting a lot of people at once, like last time, I can always roll the dice and then I'll just say go and they can type in any number from 1 to 9 and whoever types the number in first, we can read for if we need to do that too.
We
I have
got
them handy.
Warrior up first.
Oh, sorry.
All right, so spiritual warrior, if you want the astrology, if you'll put your birth chart information in, and then if anyone wants to start pulling cards for spiritual warrior, any volunteers?
Go.
Okay.
Wendy? And Wendy? I'll start the numerology.
Okay,
Let's
Wendy.
see what's going on for spiritual warrior. Great angels and guides, ancestors of the highest white light, known and unknown, who love us very much. Please bring messages for the spiritual warrior for their best and highest good. Okay, first one here. This is the energy of the day. So, spiritual warrior, you are guru, the shaman, the guide. Today is angel number 788, or if you just take July 7 plus the number 26 plus 8 for the year, you get the number, what I have down here, 41. 4 plus 1 is a 5, which is our energy of the Hierophant. So you're coming through strong here today. The sister card to that would be the 14 card of Temperance. Okay. On the bottom of the deck, again, you could be teaching. Maybe this is small children in your environment, or you're literally giving someone a lesson about love right now. You could also be teaching them to tap into their own higher selves. You could be this, little boy in the mermaid deck is learning how to scribe, but he's being distracted by this fish in his cup. So maybe you're teaching someone how to meditate. Maybe you're attending some yoga classes even. Okay, what else here for the spiritual warrior? Why is the Hierophant here? 9 of Cups. You're doing something, you're either teaching a lesson or learning a lesson. It feels like teaching here again, because this is a wish fulfillment for you. And sitting on top of this bench in a room, you're having your feet grounded in this purple carpet, which is the third eye energy. And you are tapping into that knowledge for sure, crossed by a 2 of Wands. So maybe you're currently questioning yourself. You're tapping into your own spirituality to try to decide, should I stay, should I go, or should I stick with this old way of being, maybe leaving an old job for a new, considering where to go on a trip. Let me know if that resonates for you. Ooh. So it's something that you're passionate about. Again, we're getting this happiness, this passion. So I just keep getting teaching. Let's keep going here, teaching somebody about love. There's a third little looky-loo there in the back behind. So someone could be watching this happening in real time. Maybe somebody that had a chance with you is seeing now, oh no, someone else is making you an offer. Or you're teaching this person not to worry about what's on the outside, or it could even be like, PDA, public displays of affection, like, who cares? Kiss me. Who cares who's watching? So let's get one more card for you that's super cute. And another Ace of Pentacles. Dang, you're on the glow up here, spiritual warrior, with that Queen of Wands. You're manifesting something. Where are you going? You going somewhere? Well, I'm dying to know what you're teaching. It looks like you're teaching about how to tap into your own spirituality, or how to access your higher self. Man, oh man. So 10 of Cups energy here by bringing wish fulfillment for yourself. Here comes this other person. It could be someone from the past, or either that past person is the looky-loo watching you tap into something new. And it's kind of like a too bad, so sad kind of, too bad, so sad kind of moment. But whatever this, the guru, the shaman, the guy, whatever you're teaching is bringing a person with it. So I don't know if you know that or not, but something's coming there for you, spiritual viewer. So
Yeah. Can I piggyback on that? She's in a
Of
life
course.
path 3, a year of 3, expansion, growth. Everything she's telling you is a glow up. Also, spiritual warrior, you may know this, but you're a life energy number 11, the gifted, the intuitive, the old soul. But we're going to bring that down to 2, which still makes you the gifted, the old soul, the intuitive, the empath. Your whole energy code is 2, 7, more divine, angelic communication, intuitive, old soul energy, plus the 1. So 2713 is your life energy code. Oh my gosh. Like, what an amazing time for you to do these meditations, to open up to your spirituality. And the business part of it, I think, is what you're implying in the chat, which is really cool, because this is a year for you to really grow and develop all of these abilities you have and all the dreams that you want to manifest for real. I double down on what Angie said.
Nice.
Yeah, I just want to address something quickly for Rebecca here. I see a question. She was asking about her ascendant being at 11 degrees, 11 to 12 degree, 11, 12 of Leo, and moon is 1225 of Sag, which is also a fire sign, which is trine, especially the ascendant part, the new moon. This is a perfect opportunity for you to set intentions for your personal life, because it's on your ascendant, your first house. And so that's a very important time for you. And I would, because Mercury goes retrograde that day, I would, if you have anything in late degrees Leo, look at that. But you might be putting a plan of action in that you might have to revise, because on that day, Mercury's going retrograde. So that's just a shout out to you. But for the spiritual warrior, is that Kaylee? I believe that's Kaylee out there. And what I did for Kaylee is I looked at the new moon in Leo for her, and I think you've got a great opportunity to set a new moon intention for your business, because the new moon is in your 5th house. It's going to be like right within a degree of your black moon Lilith, right? So that whole energy of, no shame in this, there's no shame in what you're doing, right? This is your joy. This is your what you're out in the world for. And what I noticed in Gemini, you have Mars going right on top of your chair cloak. So I don't know if your business is being that you're a spiritual warrior, it's going to be especially true now, because Mars and Jupiter are very close to each other, and they're right over Chariklo, which is she is actually a centaur. Chiron's wife, fellow healer, fellow shapeshifter, all of those things. And that's in the third house, Gemini, of business, communication, a great, great chance to get your message out there about your personal business. That's what I think is going on for you. And you do have Aries is your first house. So that would also be a very good opportunity because that's in a trine to this new moon. So it's a very personal thing for you as well, because you have it like an 18, 19 degree. You have 18-degree ascendant, 19-degree Jupiter. I know from last time, your Jupiter is very activated. So where it is in your chart and where it is, natally, and where it is transiting, those are both active places in your chart. So very great opportunity for you to be coming out more and more with your business and set a great new intention for the next 6 months and see what that happens at the full moon in Leo later on in, I believe that'll be what, January? So yeah, that's a great opportunity for you. I think just take it and run with it.
All right. Up next, we have YKT. So who wants to go? Do we want Sari or Wendy?
YKT.
Do we have any birth information?
It
Yeah,
should be
can you-
starred.
I can just pull a few cards.
YKT, if you're here again. Oh, Star. Thank you. Sorry.
I'm sorry, who is this for again?
YKT.
YKT. Okay, I'm just going to pull some cards for a message from Spirit.
She's from Honolulu. I love Hawaii. Oh, look at her numbers. Cool.
So we have Curiouser and Curiouser, discover, inquiry, weirdness, and curiosity. So really look around you, think about, ask questions. What's going on? What do I want to do? And we have, I wonder what will happen next. Ready to adventure, precipice of change, pause before action. So kind of really taking things into account, taking stock of things right now, thinking about what your next steps are going to be, right? Then we have use your time well, make every moment count. So I think really, looking at what it is that you want to be doing in your next steps forward so that you're not wasting your time in the actions that you're moving forward with, right? So you want to really make every moment count moving forward. So there's your message from Spirit today. Thank you. Go ahead, Suri.
Oh, no, I'm fine.
You're not going to do anything with that? Okay, then Jen, on to the next maybe, huh?
Well, I was looking at her numerology, but I'm not done.
You're not
Okay.
I'll pull YKT. I'll
for Eva.
an angel
Eva
card.
Oh, you're going to pull an angel card for YKT?
I am. Okay.
Great.
This is, so if you see this number YKT, this is your number 1001. Does anyone know what this pattern of numbers represents? If there's a specific word for it.
Mirroring.
No, Elizabeth, you're cheating. Anyone in the chat?
Oh,
it's a palindrome.
Yeah.
The name is.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So YKT, let me read it to you. It says spiritual awakening, new beginnings, personal development, prioritizing creativity, and headed in the right direction. A new phase in a spiritual quest is happening. You are going through a spiritual awakening, which can feel like the dark night of the soul at times. You're on the path to enlightenment, and this shall too will pass. If you're having feeling like you're in a tunnel or not feeling comfortable, you're actually on a wonderful journey and awakening and expanding. So you may see this number around you as you're out and about. So this is your card. Okay.
And her birthday is an 11/2, Suri. So when you add 1/4/1977, that's a life path 11, which is also, psychic, usually for me, indicative of psychic ability too. Getting the 11.
Absolutely. Actually, you break that. She's a master intuitive. And then for your life energy number, it would be a 2, high priestess, old soul, that gifted intuitive. And then your energy, the whole code is 2641. So you're both the gifted and the old soul. There's definitely some duality within you with the 6 and a lot of leadership energy as well. And let me tell you where you are this year. I didn't do that. Oh my goodness, hold on. 8-4. Sorry, I'm slow today. 9. Oh wow, it's very cool. You're in the life path year 4, which is about empowerment, much like that emperor energy, and preparing to take a step to promote change, empowerment, redirection of energy, shedding relationships that are toxic and unhealthy. Good Lord, I need my glasses. Fear of the unknown, grounding and security issues, fear of letting go of what you know, but also taking back your power. Initiating change is really important. Confronting old patterns and old relationships and all those emotions that are not effective is important for the rest of the year. And really reevaluating yourself and those relationships and building back trust and a lot of healing will be necessary. We're sorry for the delay. How are you, YKT? Did that help?
Hi, YKT. Welcome, sister. I'm also a Gemini ascendant, so this is very interesting for me to look at. You are in a 12th house perfection year, which is about, it can be about endings. It can be about being in seclusion. It can be about hospitals, retreats, prisons, all of those things. It's more about you being in seclusion. But I find it interesting that you do, because Uranus is traveling through that sign and Jupiter is there. You've had those going over your, Uranus was going over your Jupiter. So that must have been interesting energy for you going on. The other thing I was kind of interested in your chart was that you have Uranus and Urania both at 11 degrees in your house of Scorpio in the 6th house. So I am wondering what you do as a job, because I feel Urania is actually the granddaughter of Uranus. She is the muse of astrology and astronomy. And I'm wondering how big of a role that plays in your life right now and what's going on with that, because it would be in the 6th house of your 6th and your 12th house are also personal health and psychological health. So those type things also might play into that. But I feel like if you are getting into um, this seclusion energy, I think that's a form of healing that's going to be going on for you in unexpected ways, because you do have Uranus there, and it's all this energy of all those things going on in that area of your chart. Taurus was very, very active just until recently, so you must have had a lot of things going on. But when you get to your birthday coming up in January, the nodes are going to change signs, and that'll be in Pisces and Virgo for you. And it'll be, to me, when the nodes are going, especially the North Node is going to be going through your 10th house. I think that is going to be an opportunity for you to really work on any business things that you've got going on. It'll really make you dig into that, especially since Saturn is there. So you've got some opportunities coming up starting in January to really take your business to a higher level. Oh, okay. I'm actually between jobs. Okay. So does that make sense? I hope. I see you also have you got a moon in Cancer, so very intuitive person in your 2nd house of resources. So yes, I think that so it makes sense that you're like kind of taking a break because you are in the 12th house. So that makes perfect sense with your energy. So just know that you've kind of take this time and utilize it and get your focus in. You'll be getting more of that focus in a little bit better, I think. That 12th house energy, Venus is in Leo, the ruler of that. So open up to that heart-centered energy as well, because anything that Venus is going to be doing, Venus is going to be at the very end degree, sextiling your ascendant. on that new moon. So utilize that energy when you're doing your intention setting, and that is of business nature, third house, local community, all those things. So do we have who's going to be next?
Okay, we have
I was-
Eva Ileana will be up next, and Sari, did you pull some cards for her?
I just did. Hi, Eva. How are you? It's great to meet you. All right. I'm going to ask you to think about a situation, something going on in your life that you want more clarity about. This is a really quick spread that MJ taught all of us called the Crazy Brain Spread. I love it. And it's just a quick look at a situation. And I'm going to walk you through it in just a second. But I pulled an angel number card for you too. And it's 0303, and it's called Taking Chances. And it says success, knowledge, friendship, impatience, freedom, and optimism. When chances present themselves, seize them and do something out of the ordinary. Whether in your professional or personal life, you will find success by welcoming creative impulses and having faith in your own abilities. Trust in chance and take risk on opportunities that could change your life for the better. All right. So 0303, that's your angel card for today. I also pulled from the Wisdom of the Tarot and just an oracle message for you about this situation. And what's kind of interesting is that they're quite similar here. And this is called Imagine. Turning imagination into manifestation, creativity, visualization, the power of aligning imagery and feelings, and illusions. So I think this is a time for enhanced creativity for you. And I think Spirit is giving some clues here that it's time to allow your inner Eva to come out. I love that. And so think about this situation where you wanted more clarity. And I cut the deck and I got the Temperance card. So I'm using the Mermaid Tarot, and I love this depiction of temperance. And I'm going to pull an Ange because she was doing numerology yesterday, and I'm not a numerology expert, but it is a 14, which if you add that is a 5, so that's indicative of change. Angie, if I'm correct. And so we're looking at the theme of change, but also Archangel Michael is here. And the Temperance card, the energy of that is a very beautiful card of balance and flow and letting things come forth as they need to naturally, not forcing things. So about whatever you're trying to figure out, Eva, what you think is going on in this situation is the Page of Wands. And I love pages. They're kind of young, fresh energy, but this could indicate either travel potentially or a relocation, either for a job. It could involve a new project. So there might be something coming your way that could be indicative of something new that you have maybe not discovered before, your creativity or a newfound passion for something that either takes you in a new direction. It might be a little bit of travel, or it could be potentially something in your future where you could move for. That's what you think the situation could be about. What the message behind the message is the Four of Pentacles. And this is a card of, oftentimes we say, holding on to resources or holding on potentially to an old life or the way you used to live or work. So there may be an opportunity with the oracle cards and also with the angel card around creativity, expression, visualization, about creating the new. And with the Page of Wands here, there's an opportunity to discover some sort of new passion. Message from Spirit, love it, love it, love it. The Empress card. And the Empress card here is the message from Spirit to you. Beautiful card, again, of birth, creativity. So there's a message, Eva, that there's something coming to you, a new cycle, a new opportunity, a new way of living and being on the planet. But she's the sum of all the queens, but she represents new beginnings. And so that is the message from Spirit. And what hasn't happened yet is the best of all is the Ace of Pentacles. And if you are trying to birth something new, either a new career, a new opportunity, a new project, just moving on with your life, What hasn't happened yet is you are set for success for a new beginning, because aces are fresh starts. Pentacles are what we manifest or bring into our reality. And so this is an opportunity that's coming your way that you haven't seen just yet. And the last message from Spirit, love it, the Chariot. And I call this the Jesus take the wheel and drive card, or the driving Miss Daisy card, where Miss Daisy's in the back seat and Hoke is the driver, and he keeps telling her to mind her own business in a very nice way. It's an old movie, but Chariot is keep hands inside the wheel or in the car, and let Spirit drive, and let the universe bring to you what it needs to show you about this new opportunity. So there you go. That's your reading, Eva, and what a pleasure.
Eva, I got a little something to back that up with too. You are also in a life path for a year of empowerment. Everything she's saying, this is where you really got to let go of any fear of what you don't know, what is coming. You've got to trust. Let go of old patterns, emotions, relationships, behaviors that are not working, because this is a year for you to go grab what you want. Your life energy number is 6 of the Muse. Also, complicated, beautiful, spectacle to behold, emotional, no question, dramatic, artistic, creative, all the things that she's brought out to you from the cards. And sometimes you might get dragged down by the little details. You might have a tendency to be a little bit of a perfectionist. But once that's resolved, you're a very optimistic, beautiful person that's just ready to go. And the rest of the year, I think, is a good time for you to just let go of what you don't need and bring in this new empowerment and go get it. Yeah, go get it. Real quick too. Your whole energy code is 6114. The Muse, the gifted, the alchemist also. And 4 being that empowered emperor, leader, quality, and the life path that you're in. You're welcome. You're welcome.
Okay, looking, Ava. Hi, I have you as age 43 right now, which would put you in an 8th house perfection year, and that is about transformation and it's about death and rebirth. It's in the house of inheritance. It's in the house of taxes. It's in the house of what goes on behind closed doors in relationships, all of those things. And what I find interesting is because it's a Capricorn and that it's ruled by Saturn, you have Pluto that's going to be backing up into that. And just so when I caught some of what they were saying about getting redoing your energy and releasing those things that aren't meant for you, Pluto is going to help you with that. Pluto is going to be backing into the late degrees of Capricorn starting in early September, right? And I think that you are going to you're going to be able to utilize that energy. I don't see anything in Cancer that's in an opposition to that. You do have Pluto is actually your natal Pluto is actually at 23 degrees. So that's far enough away that you won't be having like a Pluto square going on, which is fortunate. But I really think that because it's in Capricorn, Saturn is what they call the time lord until your next birthday. And what Saturn is doing in your transiting, it's in your 10th house. Forgive me. I'm doing this on my phone and someone was trying to call me. So the 10th house is stop. Oh my God. So
It's okay.
Here we go. So the 10th house is Pisces, and that's your house of business. But one of the things that I noted is that you have Mercury at 19 degrees there, and Saturn just stationed retrograde at 19 degrees. So Saturn was probably being pretty loud for you. Saturn Saturn is the great teacher. It will make you do the work. Mercury is there, and it's about how you think. And it's more normal to have Mercury when it's in Pisces. It is a little bit more cloudy energy. If you're a higher vibrational level, then you can actually talk to people at a higher level. That's a possibility for you. But I think right now Saturn is making you do some work. Okay, Saturn is making you do some work, and will continue to make you do some work as it's going retrograde, because it's coming back and is going to be hitting that same degree where it had stationed at before. So I think you'll find that the work that you're going to be doing in regard to your 10th house, what you're known for, whether it's a job or not, it's that house of what you're known for is going to be very important. You do have your MC in Aquarius. So that's the 9th house. You're a Gemini rising. This is a great energy for you. When Pluto shakes things up in your 8th house, and you have your birthday next year, and Pluto is in there permanently, it's going to be the 9th house is, if you're going to have Pluto anywhere, great house. That in the 11th house, really leveling up. It will really help you with what you believe in, higher education, philosophy, all of those things, legal matters. Anything that is related to that, Pluto is going to get to the bottom of it and clean it out. So that's what I see coming up for you right now. The main thing to focus on is that you're going to have this energy in September through November of cleaning out the closet. I would say it's cleaning out that closet energy and getting rid of anything that isn't meant for you. So I think that is what you'll focus on. And then when it goes back into Aquarius, you're going to be in much better shape. And the retrograde for Saturn will eventually be done at the end of the year. So there you go. So who's next?
Okay, so next up is going to be Sabrina Suter, and I'm going to have Angie pull cards.
Hi, Sabrina. Thank you for being here today. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm going back between my regular glasses and my old focals because I can't see the chat that far away without my glasses. But then when I have my glasses on, I can't see close up. So guess who thought they were that they did not need bifocals anymore? And guess who was wrong? So there's that.
I'm right there with you, girl.
Vision issues.
Right there with you, Angie. Look at me. I'm like this all the time.
Oh my gosh, that was the biggest mistake. I don't need bifocals anymore. I'm good. All right, Miss Sabrina. So just on that shuffle, yep, was the Five of Pentacles coming from a lack mentality, coming out of the healing mode. And we're super busy right now. It's like your professional plate spinner. It's like the circus plate spinner that's running to one end, starts the plate, goes the next one, goes the next one, hauls ass and goes back to the first one. You're seeming very busy at the moment, which could also mean I don't have reverse cards in my deck, but the Four of Swords came up in reverse. That could mean we either don't have time for healing or that we're just very tired because we're doing too much. So let's kind of take a breath there, because what happens when we don't allow that time, or when we don't include a plate of rest, the universe brings rest for you. So make sure that your schedule, if you need to schedule that in, then definitely schedule that in, because you don't want to be in a position of, well, now I'm forced to rest, because none of us like to be forced to do anything, right? At the bottom of the deck, the environmental energy here, what's surrounding you is some self-reflection, maybe knocking on your door, or you're feeling like there's all these mountains I must climb, and I want to know what love is always what I think about when I see mountains in any card. In addition, there are two sailboats here on this Two of Pentacles. Sailboats in ships for me are soulmate energy. So are we working so much to avoid some kind of heartbreak or some kind of like, nope, wasn't me, didn't hurt, nope, not it. So make sure we take the time to do that necessary work. Let the feelings come, let them go so that you can transmute the energy. So make sure that we're learning that lesson from whatever this was, because it's knocking on our door here. Yeah, information, Page of Swords, the energy of the learner. This could feel like either someone in your environment, if it doesn't have to be a Virgo, it's just an archetype, but maybe they were kind of juvenile and tried to kind of walk away from some kind of responsibility here. So if that energy was not you, of avoiding some kind of a heartbreak or avoiding healing from something that felt very, very tough to climb through those mountains on, this could be a person in your environment that's kind of walking away from their own independence and letting you do all the work. Never fun, right? We want to make sure that's not a codependent energy of I'll take care of it, right? Because then, what incentive does that person have? Or if this is at work, what incentive do they have if they know that you're just going to do it because you can't help yourself? So make sure, when we are super busy like this, I mean, that especially the first one to come out, make sure you are scheduling a plate, or you're allowing a plate for rest. Our cells heal as we're sleeping. If you need some help with that, you can play vibrational frequencies at night while you sleep to help your body heal itself, especially if you are lacking sleep or lacking the time to sleep. Okay, let me know what's going on there. Give me one more here. What about
She has
anything
commented a
else?
little bit, Angie. She says, it has been difficult. BFF is a Virgo and we are not
Okay.
talking. She is also my
Okay.
supervisor.
Okay. So that's what's in your environment then. Okay. And then additionally, book ending that, the Nine of Pentacles will be Virgo energy as well. So do you have a question? If you want me to, I can be looking at what could be a solution here to get this conversation going again. What can be a solution here to get this conversation? Okay.
It's
On Scott told to
4:44
pick
on my clock, y'all. I just need to say that.
What's that?
It's 4:44 on my clock.
Oh, those 12s, that
I'm going
hangman
to say that's for
energy.
Sabrina.
Yeah.
So I was gonna, let me see what was on the bottom of that deck, because I got literally stopped mid shuffle there and told to pick up my fairies. So on the bottom of the deck, the star, the healing energy, the hope. Okay, so this situation has not lost hope. Let's get some advice though for you about this solution, Sabrina. Advice. Okay. Shine from within. We cannot control other people. And there's a child on this card as well. So, if this supervisor is being kind of petty or childish, trying to walk away from their own responsibilities, putting too much on your plate, we teach people how to treat us. So make sure you're not always doing the most, because then people are going to count on that, right? And then they're going to resent it when we don't. I totally get that energy though. Believe me, you want to, you just want to help. You want to, when you're good at doing something, you just want to do it. I get it. So advice from the fairies is looks are only skin deep. True beauty shines from within, and it's time for you to shine. This is a time for self-acceptance and for revealing your true beauty. So again, when we're not getting enough rest, when we're stressed out from a situation, it depletes our adrenals, and also can be causing, that cortisol to flood our body, which then affects our skin. It dries us out. We're not sleeping right. So at the end of the day, you've only got one you. right? And you had to put the oxygen mask on yourself first. It seems like, this person here, I feel like she knows that she's being an ass. Yeah. It's just going to take some time here. This is geriatric horse going, yeah, I'll get to it when I get to it. She's feeling like some kind of a little queen bee for this is like kind of a little bit of a righteous energy. Yeah, about competition. I feel like she's jealous of you, Sabrina. So keep that in mind too, that if people are kind of contrary with us or just being difficult, there's something about you that you're doing that she's jealous of. And who was it? Dr. Phil used to say, his dad would say, there's something about you I don't like about me. So when somebody notices, that they have a problem with you about something, it's something she needs to work on. Okay. I wouldn't take it personally. Pure intentions here. So in the bottom of the deck with this energy, the fairy of manifestations will help use the wishes wisely. Manifest your heart's desire with pure intention for the highest good of all. And if she's not coming from a pure intention, right, which is what this is very, very self-righteous energy here, especially with the shadow element of the Five of Wands. It's competition. It's you being good at something is a threat to her self-esteem. That's all it is. Rise above the raisin and just keep doing you. But I would definitely say, it'll come back together. It'll even out. But make sure, please, 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 this is coming through strong here, that you are adding a plate in of rest. Schedule it if you have to. Okay, it's important. It's important. Hopefully that helped you, Sabrina.
Sabrina, I'm going to give you your numbers real quick. Your life energy number is 7 of the Chariot. It's also the Soldier. And we haven't really read this in a little hot minute. And my glasses broke just as I did that, Angie. Isn't that karma? So I'm going to telescope a little bit here. Anyway, the Chariot is a powerful powerhouse of a person, indeed. And when the Chariot is in your presence, you really know it. You are quite the leader. Your energy code is 7531. Now, not only are you the soldier, the chariot, really getting things done, but you have that Empress energy, right? So you're the seed planter. You're creative. You're able to communicate very well. The fives, I wonder, interestingly enough, are about soul connection. So I'm curious what your best friend's birth date is. I'd like to see the soul connections, soulmate type of connections, past life connections you may have had with her. And what I can tell you about this year is you're in a life path 3. We've got a lot of 3s and 4s. You guys are growing, expanding, really having that glow up. And Angie's probably right. She must be jealous, even though she's your boss. You're kicking it. You're kicking it. So in life past 3, though, let me see if there's anything I should tell you, really just to really, release old patterns of behaviors and some of this toxic, thank you, Sabrina, look at it, some of this toxic energy around you, and just go be you, be the Empress that's in you, the alchemist, the gifted old soul, the 1, the 5, the 7, boom, like angelic communications, telepathic, lots of soulmate, past life contracts in your life. Very good, cool energy, sweetheart. Let her
Underneath
be
that,
jealous.
Queen of Pentacles was the lover. So I was gonna, after you started talking, Liz, I was like, oh, this conflict is meant to be a teaching moment. It was, you guys set it up before you incarnated to help each other with this lesson in some way. So got the same thing, Liz.
Hi, Sabrina. Yeah, I know Sabrina's chart pretty well. So I will say she does have Pluto conjunct her sun natally in Libra. So transformational energy with relationships, most definitely in one-to-one relationships, because it's in that 7th house of one-to-one relationships. But I wanted to focus on this new moon for you because it's a great opportunity. It's going to be at 14 degrees in Leo, and it's going to be right on top of your natal Saturn. That's why I wanted to focus on it. And I think that is a great opportunity for you to bring, set the intention of bringing in that energy of, because Saturn is like that, the work, and sometimes it can make things hard. You were born still considered a day chart. So um, Saturn is not your most malefic. It's basically it's like energies that you can overcome, basically, and that you can do with this new moon intention setting. And because it's Saturn, that's exactly it's going to be right on that same degree. Saturn rules your 10th house, right? Which is where 10th house, career, work, and 5th house is that friendship area, that um, um, your happy place. So set that new intention for that relationship to work better and have boundaries. Boundaries. At work, you have boundaries, okay? You do also have that going to be in a trine to your ascendant. And I think you can make that all work for you. Your personal self tied in with what gives you joy and what you do, and setting that intention that that's what's going to be important for you. The boundaries thing is really key for you. And especially since Saturn that the sun and moon are going to be sitting on, it's going to need to be a new boundary for work, because it's Saturn that it's sitting on top of, and Saturn is your 10th house, Capricorn, 10th and 11th. But in this sense, I really feel like it's hitting that degree pretty hard of that 14. So that's what I would say, is really focus on that joy that you can bring into that 5th house with this intention setting. And it should be that new moon is all about you having a good time. Set your boundaries for what there are for work, and then you just go and have a good time where you're having a good time at. And that will work very well as a trine to your ascendant and your personal power. Claim it. Claim that personal power.
Shine,
Mark?
shine, shine.
Okay.
All right. Up next, we have Monique Costa and Wendy. I think you were going to do this one.
All right, Monique, I'm going to just pull some cards from this ornamental oracle just to see what message wants to come through for you today. Let's see. So we got pressure, transformation, sun, and ice. Okay. With pressure, you can view pressure as being negative, or you can see it as being a shaper, director, or a positive influence. So you want to find a happy medium where you can benefit and not be disadvantaged, right? Then we have the sun, which is a 6. Second. Which is light, of course. Be grateful for what you have right now, because every day brings new possibilities and opportunities. So you want to concentrate on building your vitality and your health. You want to shine a strong light upon the dark corners. Honesty and transparency are vital at this time. Okay. Ice. So the way forward is clear. See nature in its purity. Let it comfort you and strip away what is unnecessary. Freeze out what is not of benefit to you at this time. When you look at things clearly, there will be a purity to the solution. Okay, so you've got that pressure, things will be changing, but you also have the sun bringing in that light and the ice with the clear vision in moving forward. Sorry, I didn't see, what is that? So I hope that resonates for you, Monique. And I didn't know if anybody else wanted to join in on something for her. Elizabeth, great.
Oh gosh, I don't know. I wasn't ready. I was laughing.
Oh.
Jen got fancy with us. She
Yeah, I was trying to read what that.
got fancy.
I didn't even mean to do that. So I didn't know what I
Oh,
was doing.
okay. It's like, what's going on?
Okay, so Monique and MC are different, right? Sorry,
Yeah,
you guys.
I think so.
Yes,
Okay.
they are different.
Dawn, did you do Monique's astrology?
I'm just looking at it now, but let me
Okay.
give me just a sec.
Okay.
Sec.
Monique, I'm coming, girl. I'm looking.
Yeah, and while we're waiting, I'll just
MC, I have something for you too, MC. So come back if I don't get to you. Oh, where'd she go? There she is. Okay.
Yeah, while we're waiting, I just pulled a card from the Akashic Tarot deck, and this is a really interesting card for you, Monique. It's called Add Some. And when you pull this card, it actually has a candle that casts light on an open book that's held by a young woman sitting at a desk. Her eyes are drawn to the side as if she's distracted from her reading by a curious thought. She's surrounded by several people. And there's some who are translucent and glowing. An angel bends and whispers, "Add some, I arrive. I am here. I attend you." Add some is a single word that has many meanings. It affirms your own strength and focus in the present. You can use it as a command word when you find yourself distracted from what's at hand. This card also reminds you to be assured that no matter what's happening in your life, Spirit is always there for you. They reach out to you now, sharing their light and power and serving you in every way. From the least to the highest, from the grandma to the divine, an eternal community attends you. Say, add some, and take time to attend them too. You can act on your promise to God as Spirit lifts you upon their shoulders. You were present for each other, and together you arrive at your dreams. So it's a word of affirmation called add some, when you need to call upon your personal power.
Okay, I've got something for her. If I can see. I'm so sorry. Like a hot mess over here. Monique, right? It's Monique. Am I right? Am I saying that right? Your life energy number is 7 also, of the Chariot and the Soldier. Just really strong energy, really able to accomplish anything you want. The whole code within you is 7619. So that's the Soldier, the Muse, the Alchemist, and the Prophet. We all know here that you're very intuitive and gifted and quite an old soul. Your life path year is that of 9, which is of completion. A truth surfaces that you can no longer deny. This truth has the power to change your perspective and free your mind. Everything comes full circle in this year. Karma may revisit you and your life. There may be a death, a loss, an ending of relationships, but there will also be a birthing around you and new growth and opportunity. This is a year of honoring all that you have been through, and it honors the lessons life has bestowed on you and drawing from the wisdom of your wounds. I'm sorry, I'm having a hard time seeing. You may draw a line in this year. You may put a stop to something or someone that has haunted you for some time. I hope that helps. And I just want to add that there will be a lot of new beginnings coming for you. So keep that in mind.
Oh, I'm just getting a little bit more. The more I start looking at stuff, the more fascinated I get. I do want to say that this is a really, really good time. This new moon for you is going to be within a degree of your ascendant. So you can set personal intentions because it's a 14 degrees is what the new moon is, and your ascendant is 15 degrees. So that is very good energy for you. You're in an 8th house perfection year. And Jupiter right now is very activated in your chart. Jupiter in Gemini is going to be sextile that new moon, right? And that will be, so that's a fortunate thing for you, that you can utilize that energy of the new moon to set new intentions for yourself, for your person. It can be for your personal body. The first house can signify your body. It can signify personal growth. Jupiter, because that's the accented place in your chart, this up until your birthday, and then it's going to be Mars. That Jupiter is really working with you right at this time because it's in your 11th house. So I would say I would set intentions for yourself, and also because the 11th house is about luck, internet, community, people that you choose to associate with, all of those things in your chart. So, and Mars is coming up onto Jupiter pretty soon after that. But Jupiter at that point is going to be about 15 or 16 degrees. So that should be in a nice sextile with your ascendant. So utilize that energy both for yourself and for your friends, that the 11th house is about friends. Again, anytime that you can have anybody can have a chance to utilize that joy, especially of Leo. It so helps with your manifestation power that you just keep building on that great energy, and that vibration draws in the things that you want. You meet that vibration of the things that you want. So that's a very important thing to look at. I do want to note that next year we do have one last eclipse in Aries, and that will be on your north node. It should be right on your north node. That will be a big time for you because that at that point, that 9th house, the house of your beliefs, the house of higher education, you're going to be pointed into what is your next step going forward in life. You're coming up, you're a little ways away from it, but you're coming up on your second Saturn return, which is probably about 4 years away, I would say. And this is an opportunity for you to take that energy of what that's going to be in Aries. It's a new moon. It's a new start. It's in where the north node is. It's something that it's going to push you forward. It's going to be a great time for you to really set your belief systems. So study a little bit on what you want to do, maybe because it's an Aries 9th house, and find out a little bit more about the 9th house and what you want to focus on. It can also be about travel, foreign things, all of those things, new opportunities, higher education.
She says
Really,
she's wanting to start a podcast. Did you see that?
oh, then that works. Yeah, that is definitely the energy of that. And so the new moon, there's no time like the present. The new moon is coming up on August 4th. If you can get that going and get that started, I would say that is a great opportunity for you. It really is.
I agree. This is a time where you draw that line in this year and say, that's where I started it. I stopped all that and I started this. Right? Okay. Wow. Everybody okay?
These
Broken
hours always
glasses
go
and
by so
phones
fast.
ringing. Happy Friday, everybody. Okay. So we're so grateful you guys are here. Again, we love this as a safe space for all of you to come and ask us questions and for us to really grow together, raise our vibration together, calm ourselves together, right? Everybody breathe. Let's have a great weekend. Please remember to come back Monday at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. We do it again. And we'd love to have you guys come back. Those of you who want a reading and didn't get one today, thanks, Monique and everybody. We'll be back Mondays, 10 a.m., Fridays, 5 p.m., except for our specials, which our next one, we have specials, if you didn't know. We have specials. We don't have sponsors yet. Anybody want to sponsor us? But anyway, are we going to focus on Lionsgate, ladies?
We are going to do something for
Yeah.
Lionsgate. We haven't decided
Yeah.
fully exactly how that's going to work yet, but we are.
Don't forget to watch the community page for free readings, announcements of our specials. Yes.
Yeah, and I will be doing a live class on the 31st about Leo and the houses and how you maybe can incorporate based on your ascendant where Leo is in your chart and that house system. So that is going to be on Wednesday, the 31st, 8 p.m. Eastern time. And then once I present that information, then my plan is to answer questions after. So, but you'll have to wait until I can actually look at that, at the feed. So I'll let you know when you can start asking questions, because otherwise I won't be able to pay attention because I'll be giving you the information. But, it's just something that'll help you set the intentions for the following Sunday, because that happens early in the morning. So I want you to have the information ahead of time. And so it will be live, and that will give you an opportunity to ask some questions at the end of it. Okay?
Got my calendar marked, Dawn. That sounds awesome.
Thank you.
Dawn, you can make somebody a moderator for you.
I was just thinking that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I will talk to you all later afterwards.
Okay.
Okay.
I am also hopping
Eva.
on to finish up with air signs and earth signs. I already did a live before the spiritual view tonight for fire and water, and those were juicy goosey. So I can't wait. I can't wait to see what air, and earth have to bring me. So thank you guys if you came over to hear from there. We love you so much, and if you're so inclined, I'll see you after I grab a sip of water back again.
All right.
All right.
Bye,
Monday.
everybody.
Thank
Bye,
you.
everybody.
Bye. Thank you.
We love you. Thank you.